In today's video, I have an incredible perspective to share with you in regards to body image. This comes from a fantastic post that Justin shared in the Jacked at 40 Club recently. Justin is going through a cutting phase right now in preparation for a beach vacation, and he caught old thoughts, these old voices creeping into his mind, telling himself that he looked too fat, too chubby, too scrawny, too skinny, and he decided to get outside and record himself doing a little posing. And when he played that video back, he thought to himself, man, if this was some other guy I was looking at, I'd be thinking, damn, does this dude ever look great? And I thought, what an incredible shift in perspective. It's just amazing how we can be our own worst critics when really we should be our biggest cheerleader. Now, I think this is something we can all relate to. I know I've had times in the past where I thought I wished I was more muscular. And in those moments, I had to put things into perspective by looking at how far I've come from being a scrawny little kid to lifting weights at the age of 13 and building myself up to a whopping 123 pounds at the age of 19. And now at the age of 47 years young, weighing 149 pounds. So looking back at this journey, seeing how far I've come, how much muscle I've really gained, how much I've transformed my physique. To put things in perspective, I am about 5'7" tall there. So it just wasn't in my genetic cards to be 160 pounds, 170 pounds, 180 pounds, but I have made the absolute most out of the gifts that I've been granted, really working with my own unique greatness and really appreciating how far I've come, how I look, and really appreciating the compliments that I receive from others as well. That really helps put things into perspective. My fellow jacked gym bros complimenting me really on my musculature, on my leanness, how much I've developed my physique over the year, the muscle maturity that I have, the details of my physique. Like, hearing those compliments definitely helps, especially from guys who really put in the hard work and look incredible themselves. And same thing in yoga class, like hearing some guys who look in fantastic shape telling me how great I look. Those little things of feedback, it helps to get that and kind of get the critics and all that stuff as well, especially on YouTube, exposing myself to other people that would want to criticize how big I look. But here I am, 149 pounds, and getting compliments from these other jacked bros. Like, most people out there think I look jacked, even at 149 pounds. And talking about scale weight as well, like in that comment there in the post that Justin shared, I kind of mentioned like he's hovering around that 170 pound mark right now, and really scale weight wasn't a part of his goal. He just wanted to look lean, wanted to look his best for this beach vacation. But once he started approaching 170, he's thinking, man, it would be nice to kind of finish off in the 160s. And then he started kind of that mind game playing, the old voices creeping into his head that if you get into the 160s, you're going to be too skinny or everything. That's definitely not the case. Like, he's 170 pounds. Not like if you lose a few more pounds, all of a sudden you're going to look scrawny because you're in the 160s. They're like, no one knows your weight. I would never guess he was 170 pounds. I would never guess if he drops another pound, he's in the 160s and go, oh my God, Justin, you're too skinny because you're in the 160s. Like, no one knows your body weight. No one would guess I'm 149 pounds right now. And it's amazing, like throughout my journey, I mean, I can relate to what he's thinking, those thoughts, that voice in his mind, because in my mid-20s, I gained 50 pounds of fat. And finally, for my 36th birthday, I promised myself that I was going to give myself six-pack abs once again. And I was going through that fat loss phase. Once I got down to around 150 pounds, holy smokes, like if I want to see my abs, I'm gonna have to weigh less than 150 pounds. It was a bit of a mind fuck, especially when you hear some of these other fitness influencers out there and coaches saying if you don't weigh 200 pounds, how can you even call yourself a man? So you had those little things playing in your mind, like, man, I'm gonna be under 150 pounds to see my abs. Keep going. Like, at the end of that cutting phase at 36 years young, when 11 years ago, when I got six-pack abs for the birthday, I ended up having to get to 137 pounds. So I thought it was tough getting below 150. When I started reaching that 140 pound mark and going, holy smokes, if I really want to see my crisp abs, I have to weigh less than 140 pounds. Like, damn, like that's not good. And it plays a little mindfuck. But the funny thing is, like, I was getting leaner. When I broke 150 pounds, people were like, holy smokes, Scott, you're growing, like you look muscular and everything. Got under 140 pounds, they're like, dude, you look huge. Like, it's a shirt on, I look smaller, but shirt off, people thought I was gaining muscle at the time, even though I was getting smaller, because it just revealed more details of my body. I find for a lot of us, we look more muscular when we're lean. I mean, you can get to the point where it's too lean. Having competed myself, I kind of know my sweet spot right now. where it's probably about an 8 to 10 pound sweet spot where I look my best. If I start getting leaner than that, trying to get more towards like stage shredding or everything, I do not look my best. I don't look more muscular at the point. I start to look more flat and depleted and everything. So you got to know, you push that limits. But for most of us, when we're just achieving a nice lean beach body look, you're going to look more muscular. So don't allow that scale weight to screw with your mind. So it's really important when you hear that inner critic pop into your mind to put things into perspective. To think to yourself, if you saw someone else in your current physical condition, would you be as harsh and critical towards them as you are towards yourself? And to reflect on how far you've come in this journey and to pat yourself on the back for the hard work and dedication that you've put towards becoming the best version of yourself. And it's so much more than just what the scale weight says and how we look. I know vanity is important to us. We all want to look our best, but what's even more important is that we feel our best. So those two goals should always go hand in hand. As I've mentioned many times in the past, my physique is a product of me living my life to the fullest, to doing the things that allow me to thrive each and every day, to do the activities that bring great joy to my life, to fuel my body with foods that nourish me, that give me energy, my mental focus, mental clarity, that allow me to perform my best in all that I'm doing throughout the day. And when you're doing those things, when you're doing all the things throughout the day that are allowing you to thrive, it's tough to be critical on yourself. You gotta think to yourself, like compliment yourself, like, holy smokes, how much good you are doing for yourself. You're really giving yourself the best chance, the best opportunity to live this life to the fullest, to gain the most out of each and every day, to really do all the things that you can to promote longevity and not just living a long life, but living a quality life. And when you continue to do what you've been doing, you're going to achieve your goal. You're going to continue to improve upon your physique, not just physically in how you look, but internally, like your health, your overall well-being. And it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. So I really hope this puts this shift in perspective that you heard from my client Justin there in the Jacked 40 Club helps you shift your perspective as well. I think for a lot of us, it's going to always be a work in progress when it comes to body image. We tend, like I said, can be our own worst critics. We tend to focus on our weaknesses, our weak points, wherever that last little place of stubborn fat that we're holding on to, or our smallest muscle group that we have a tough time developing. That's where we fixate all our mindset on. We tend not to compliment ourselves so for what we have achieved so far up to this point in our journey and compliment ourselves on our continuous effort to continue to try to improve ourselves. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a huge favor and smash that thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. But more than anything, I would love to hear from you down in the comments section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback on this topic of body image. How you dealt with any issues in the past, how you've overcome them, any tips, thoughts that you can share with others. And before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Catch you in the next video. Have yourself an amazing day.